Hey guys, do you know that your core muscle is actually important to hold on to your body whenever you're performing any sort of activity? In today's video, we'll be talking about some of the exercises that can help strengthen up your core. My name is Jason and I'm a physiotherapist and a Pilates rehab instructor, and I'll be guiding you through some of the exercises. Do help us like, subscribe and share this video to all your friends and family out there. And without further ado, let's get started. The first exercise will require you to come into your all-four position where your knees will be rested on the pillow, hands will be on the ground. Ensure that your hands is directly below your shoulder and knees are directly below your hip. What you'll be doing here is to maintain your body as still as they can when your hands is reaching up and forward. Just try to reach your hands as far as your shoulder can bring you. Okay, good. Let's get into position here in 3, 2, 1, let's go. What you want to ensure here is that when you are reaching your hands up, you want to keep your abdomen as tight as they can. So try to be aware of the lower part of your body to ensure that they are not moving when your hands are moving. You can also try to imagine that there's a cup of water at your lower back, and you want to try to keep that cup of water as still as they can when you're doing this or performing this exercise. Try to reach your hands up as far as your shoulder allows it, and try not to overstrain your shoulder here when you're doing this exercise. If you feel like it's hard to stabilize the lower part of your body when performing this exercise, you can try to reduce the movement of your arms by lifting up just a little bit. You can perform this exercise one hand at a time, or do it alternatingly, or even change it in midway. What is important here is that you are keeping your lower part of your body as stable as they can, and your abdomen should feel slightly tightened up. Okay, you are almost there in 3, 2, 1, and good job. Now for the next exercise, we'll be moving your legs instead. Now as you can see here, when you are lifting your legs up and long, you want to keep the part of your body as still as they can too. The arms will be constantly pushing against the ground so that your chest is lifted away and you're not sinking down on the shoulder. Now we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Try to reach your legs as far back as you can. However, if you feel like it's hard to control when performing this exercise, you can try to shorten the distance on reaching your legs. This time, the upper part of the body will be as still as they can. So you can imagine by having a cup of water at the mid-back. And the cup of water will remain as still as they can when you are performing this exercise. The same thing goes with your abdominal muscle. You want to keep your abdominal muscle to be as still as they can, and also ensure that they are engaging, and avoid arching your lower back when you're doing this exercise. The spine should remain as stable as they can as you reach. Try to use your bum muscle to reach your legs out as far as they can. Remember to breathe when you're performing the exercises. Okay, we are almost there. 5 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and good job. Okay, now we're gonna step up the difficulties. This time we'll be lifting both your alternate hands and your alternate legs off the ground. So if you're using your left hand, you'll be reaching your right leg long. And this exercise is gonna challenge your coordination too. So remember, right hand up, left leg long, and left hand up and right leg long. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. When you are reaching your hands up and the opposite legs long, you want to try to keep your body as still as you can. Try not to rotate the body and feel the pressure that you are putting on your legs and your hands here. This will provide some sensation across your joint together with that stability on your spine. You can also try to imagine having 2 cups of water. 1 cup of water will be on your mid-back and the other cup of water will be on your lower back. And you want to keep both cups of water as still as they can, not spilling front, back or to the side. The body and the spine will remain as still as they can. Very good, just keep going. Reach your arms and legs as far as your body can remain steady. Feel your core muscle holding onto your body when your arms and your legs are moving here. And you want to also keep the head to be in line with your upper back. Try not to drop your chin down. Okay, we are almost done. 3, 2, 1, nicely done. Now we are going to switch the position here. This time you'll be lying down facing up. You can have the pillow to be supporting on your neck. Keep your abdominal engaged, ensure that there's no space behind your lower back. Reaching both hands up and bring your legs off the ground to a tabletop position. What you'll be doing here is to ensure that your abdominal is as steady as it can when your legs is lifted up and down. Therefore, abdominal should remain as still as they can. And we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. The upper body will remain as still as they can. Hands will be at shoulder distance apart and fingers pointing up to the ceiling. The back will be flat onto the ground and ensure that it doesn't rock front or back. Remember to also breathe throughout the exercise when you are doing this. Do not want to hold the breath when you are lifting your legs up or down. What you can do here is to breathe in when you lift your legs up and breathe out when you are lowering the legs down. You also want to ensure that your shoulder is not shrugging. It should remain as stabilized and as relaxed as it can. So try not to tense your shoulder up when you're doing this. Try to imagine that there's a cup of water on your belly button and you want to keep that cup of water as still as they can. Okay, good. You're doing a good job there. Keep it very steady. You're almost there. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and nicely done. Now you're gonna bring your legs up again, and this time what you'll be doing is to reach your hands over your head, and you can try to go as far as you can keep the shape on your back. You also want to maintain your back to be flat down onto the ground. Remember that you only want to keep your back to be firmly touching the ground and not jamming down. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Reach the hands over the head as far as you can while without the rib popping up. And once you reach back up, breathe in, and as you breathe out, reach the opposite hands over and then bring it back up. The range of your hands movement will determine how far or how strong your abdominal is. The further you reach your hands, the more the challenge is for your abdominal to hold on to your spine. Now when you're doing your arm movement here, you want to ensure that your legs are as steady as they can. So try to imagine that there's a cup of water above your knees and you want to keep that cup of water very still. Try to feel that tightening sensation of your abdominal muscle as you reach your hands over the head to avoid arching your back up. So keep your back flat onto the ground without having your spine to press to the ground too hard. Okay, we are almost there. 10 seconds left here. Just keep going, keep breathing, and keep doing. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and good job. Okay, now we're gonna increase the intensity of the exercise here. So instead of tapping your toes down to the ground, this time you'll be reaching your legs out very long. It's okay if you're not able to reach your legs very far. Just ensure that your back is still on the ground as your legs are long. Okay, let's get into position here. And we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're finding this difficult to stabilize the back as you reach your legs out, what you can do here is to put your hands onto the ground so that you have some pressure or some energy coming from your hands to stabilize the body. You can also just try to reach your legs as far as you can keep your lower back flat on the ground. Okay, so try not to force it, yeah? Remember to also keep breathing throughout the exercise. As you reach your legs out, you'll be breathing out, and when you bring your knees in, you're gonna be breathing in. Try to imagine that there's a cup of water on your belly button and you want to keep that cup of water as steady as they can when you're doing this exercise. Okay, just keep going, hang in there, yeah, hang in there. Reach the legs out as far as you can, squeeze your thighs and point your toes as far as you can too. Okay, you have another 5 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and good job. Okay, now we're gonna increase the intensity here again, and this time you'll be reaching your opposite hand and your opposite legs out. So when you lift your left hand, your right leg will be long. And we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now when you're doing this exercise, it's gonna really challenge your core muscle. So just reach your hands or your legs as far as you can, keep your pelvis and your rib cage firm to the ground. Try to feel that your legs and your arms are reaching or being pulled away from each other when you're doing this too. Tighten up the abdominal muscle a little bit more as you reach your hands and your legs off. When you breathe out, you're gonna reach your hands and your legs away. Breathe in to bring them back in. Just remember to keep breathing as you're doing this exercise. For this exercise, you can try to imagine that there's a cup of water not only on your belly button, but it's also going to be on your chest. So there's 2 cups of water, and you want to keep that both cups of water to be as still as they can as you're reaching your legs and your hands away. Okay, you're almost there. Hang in there for me, yeah? 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and good job. And that's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching this. Hope to see you guys soon next time. Bye!